Hi there, everyone. My name is Christian Eschbach, and welcome to another one of my album reviews. And this time we are talking about Queens of the Stone Age era Vulgaris. Alright, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before in any of my other reviews, because I don't think I've covered Queens of the Stone Age before in any of my reviews. I may have mentioned it, I'm not sure. I've actually had the pleasure of meeting the original album lineup of Queens of the Stone Age. I was at St. Clair College at the time. They were sending out boxes to colleges for anybody that wanted to come out and do coverage, as press passes, stuff like that. There was a giant snafu, blah 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 blah. So in order to get around it, I actually had to go to the venue really early, talk to the guys, let them know what happened, stuff like that. Talk to the management and whatnot, let them know what happened. They let me in, so I have actually gotten to hang out and play foosball with Josh Holmes. That was fun. Played with him for like a good solid 30 minutes, dude, man. And not that he'll ever remember, but I'm sorry that I kept spinning. That was not something I was used to doing at that time. They were hardcore foosball players, man. Hardcore for good talented. All right. Now, the other reason I mentioned that is that was the first exposure I ever had to them. I didn't even get the chance to hear the album before I got to see them live because I didn't get my press pack until after the concert. That was a bit of a bummer. So I had no basis for my knowledge of them at that time. And they had one or two songs they played live I really enjoyed, but outside of the one or two songs, I wasn't huge on anything really. Fast forward years later, when they released the Music for the Deaf album, really got into them again. Really, I was surprised about the music and how much they had changed and how much better they had gotten. I thought it was fantastic. I ended up picking up this album because of Guitar Hero. Two songs on here that were on Guitar Hero. I absolutely love them on Guitar Hero, and I picked up this album because of it. So, Era Vulgaris. That's my backstory behind me and Queens of the Stone Age and me picking up this album. The album opens with Turning the Screw, which, whoa, man, that is a brutal opening to an album. It will wake you up. It'll make you pay attention. You're like, whoa, what's going on? Nice start, though. Really nice start. Gets your attention. 666 follows that up. 666, I really love the chorusy part where it's sick. I kind of enjoy that part, but that's about the best part of the song that I really enjoy. It's a good tune though. Like after Turning the Screw, 666 is a nice follow up, which then leads into I'm Designer. I like I'm a Designer, man. Lyrics, I don't talk about lyrics too often because I'm not a big lyric guy. But I'm a Designer is this great tongue-in-cheek kind of fuck you. And I really kind of like it. I like the way it's done musically. I love that they play with the sounds on here and that it's not one consistent sound the whole way through per se. Some people may not like that, but for me it makes for a more interesting album. But I'm a Designer is just like definitely a fuck you to pretentiousness, we'll say. Into the Hollow, great track when I'm listening to the album. Now, it is one of those songs that I've listened to this album enough, and I do enjoy this album enough where I've spent the time, old school, where you did like as a kid, and you're like, oh, I gotta memorize all the songs. Into the Hollow is a good tune. And it's the vocal presentation, but it's not this magnificent singing or anything like that. It's just the way the vocals are done out. I really like the presentation of them on the song, and it really makes it flow nicely. It's not a major song, though. It's not like a song I would put on to a mixtape or anything like that. Misfit Love is kind of your kind of punkish Elvis misfit sneer. Misfit Love, That's it, you know. Battery Acid is after that. I'm not a fan of Battery Acid. Then we get into what to this day is still one of my absolute favorite Queens of the Stone Age songs. It probably is, like, not one of my, it is like my favorite Queens of the Stone Age song. And it is one of the sexiest fucking songs ever. Like, if I were making a mixtape for a woman, this would be on there. Because this is some, like, Detroit, Motown, soul. Like, I would never have believed that this was a white guy band doing the song Make It With You. The vocalist, yeah, it sounds like a little bit, but, you know, it's just, oh my god. I absolutely love this song, and I will be honest, I have put this song on, and I have danced my way into bed to this song a few times. I absolutely love this song. It is so gorgeous and slow and sexy. So sexy. Ugh. Then from there we get into threes and sevens. Oh yeah! Oh my god. I love threes and sevens. Threes and sevens is just beautiful. I loved this song on Guitar Hero, man. I rock. Warriors of Rock, I believe, is the one that this was on. And I rocked the hell out of this one over and over and over again. Like, I'm sure I pissed a few people off with how often I play it. Like, Make It With You, I played quite a bit too, because I had that on there as well. But threes and sevens, oh my lord, man. I just absolutely love playing this one. So, outside of Guitar Hero, you know, as a regular musician, there's a lot of parts of threes and sevens that really always appealed to me as a musician. I've always really dug, and I just love the sliding, you know, the squeaky sliding. Just awesome, awesome. Then we get to Suture Up Your Future. Great song when you're listening to the album. Really fun, really enjoyable, definitely nice and dynamic. But it's an album song. River in Road. That's one of those ones when I listen to the album, great. If I'm not listening to the album, don't even think about it. And then the album finishes with Run Pig Run. And I'm not... Run Pig Run is definitely one of those songs that it ends the album as interestingly as it started, but it's not a song that I would have ended the album with. Now, I realize it doesn't sound like I'm talking great about this album or as much as I enjoy this album, and the only song on this album I really honestly am not a fan of is Battery Acid. And the rest of it, I think, is a half-decent album. I listen to this album somewhat regularly. This is more of a winter album for me, which is funny. If you're one of my regular viewers, you know on the last album I just did with the Sammy Hagar, Red Voodoo, I said that as a summer album for me. This is definitely more of a winter album where I like to put it in fall, winter time. Sometimes it's winter, spring, but it's definitely not usually a summer album for me. Except for Make It With You. I like to put that song in whenever I can because that is a great song. I love that song. But I really think that this is one of those albums where if you are into experimental music, or if you're into noise rock, or if you're into stuff like that, desert rock, give it a check. Give it a listen. It's pretty cool. It's really enjoyable. It's definitely something that you don't hear everywhere. If you're looking for a commercial, fun, enjoyable album, just find the singles for Make It With You in threes and sevens. Because that's really all you're going to want off this album. Anyways, folks, let me know what you think. That's what the comment section is for. Leave me a comment. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. There is a link below for Patreon. Feel free to click on that. Otherwise, peace, love, Take care.